Deep within the invisible world of radio waves, a peculiar signal makes its presence known. It is a sound unlike any other, a monotonous drone that has captured the imagination of listeners across the globe. This is UVB-76, often nicknamed the buzzer. It hums, a constant low buzz repeating roughly 25 times every minute, day and night without cease. This relentless sound travels vast distances, picked up by shortwave radio enthusiasts far from its unknown source. For many decades it has been there, a persistent whisper in the static, a true enigma of the airwaves. What secrets does it hold? Why does it never truly fall silent? These questions echo in the quiet moments between its strange, rhythmic pulses. The sound itself is rather unassuming. It is not a melody, nor is it a clear message, at least not in the conventional sense. It is simply a buzz, sometimes accompanied by a brief, high-pitched tone. Yet this simplicity is precisely what makes it so unsettling, so utterly mysterious to those who stumble upon it. Imagine, if you will, a machine somewhere tirelessly generating this sound. Its purpose remains shrouded, a closely guarded secret, perhaps known only to a select few. The persistence of UVB-76 is quite remarkable. It has outlasted governments, technologies, and the fleeting attention spans of our modern world, broadcasting its cryptic hum with unwavering dedication. This constancy hints at something significant, something important enough to warrant such a long-running, uninterrupted transmission. Is it a beacon, a marker, or perhaps a silent guardian, watching over something we cannot see? The questions multiply with every passing year, with every repeated buzz. The signal has become a legend among radio hobbyists, a digital ghost story whispered across internet forums and late-night broadcasts. Its very existence challenges our desire for answers, for clear explanations. It simply is, a buzzing question mark hanging in the ether, daring us to understand its profound and hidden meaning. The true nature of UVB-76 remains one of the great unsolved mysteries of the radio world. It is a sound that speaks of Cold War shadows, of hidden installations, and of purposes too clandestine to be openly declared. Each buzz seems to carry the weight of unspoken narratives, of operations conducted in the deepest secrecy. The signal does not yield its secrets easily. Instead, it continues its endless broadcast, a somber, mechanical heartbeat pulsing out from an unknown location, for an unknown reason, captivating all who tune in and wonder about the story behind this most curious and enduring sound. The story of UVB-76, or the buzzer as it is more affectionately known, begins not with a clear announcement, but with its gradual discovery by curious ears. The first confirmed recordings of this strange transmission date back to the late 1970s, though some anecdotal evidence suggests it might have been active even earlier, perhaps around 1976. In those early days it was just another oddity on the shortwave bands, a peculiar sound amongst many. However, its unwavering persistence soon set it apart. Listeners noted its regularity, the almost mechanical precision of its buzzing pattern, and began to wonder about its source and its intriguing hidden purpose. For many years the signal was believed to originate from a location near Poverovo, a small town not far from Moscow in Russia. This site housed a military base, which naturally fueled speculation about the buzzer's connection to Russian military activities. Radio direction finding, a technique used to pinpoint the source of transmissions, consistently pointed towards this area. The Cold War was in full swing during the signal's early prominent years, a time of deep suspicion and clandestine operations. This historical context only added layers of intrigue to the already mysterious broadcast, painting it as a possible relic of a tense and secretive era. Then, in September 2010, something changed. The buzzing suddenly ceased from its Poverovo location, only to resume broadcasting from a new, different site. This move was significant. It suggested that the operation, whatever its purpose, was still active and considered important enough to relocate. The new primary transmission site is thought to be near St. Petersburg, possibly at a location known as Karo Massive. Another transmitter site near Narofominsk, much closer to Moscow, also seems to be part of the network. This relocation did little to dispel the mystery. Instead, it deepened it, indicating an ongoing, deliberate operation behind the monotonous sound. Occasionally, the buzzing is interrupted. These rare moments are when UVB-76 becomes even more captivating. Faint, distant voices can sometimes be heard speaking in Russian. These are often short, coded messages, usually involving numbers and Russian names or phonetic alphabet words like Anna, Nikolai, Ivan, Tatiana, Roman. These voice transmissions, though infrequent, confirm that there is human involvement. that the signal is not merely an automated beacon left to run indefinitely. They hint at a complex communication system, one that uses the constant buzz as a marker perhaps, or a channel-holding signal, waiting for these cryptic vocal interruptions. The enduring enigma of UVB-76 has quite naturally given rise to a multitude of theories regarding its true purpose. One of the most widely accepted explanations suggests it is a vital part of the Russian military's communication network. The constant buzzing could serve as a channel marker, keeping the frequency occupied and ready for immediate use should important messages need to be transmitted. In this scenario, the silence of the buzzer would indicate that a message is about to be broadcast, or perhaps more alarmingly, that the station has been compromised. This theory aligns with the observed voice messages, which often have a military-like structure. Another, more dramatic theory is that UVB-76 is connected to Russia's dead hand or perimeter system. This is a Cold War-era fail-safe mechanism designed to launch a retaliatory nuclear strike automatically if the country's leadership were to be incapacitated in a first strike. According to this chilling hypothesis, the buzzing signal would indicate that the system is active and functioning. If the signal were to stop under certain conditions, it could trigger the automated launch sequence. While this theory is undeniably sensational, concrete evidence directly linking UVB-76 to such a system remains elusive, and many experts consider it unlikely given the signal's characteristics. Beyond these military-focused explanations, other, perhaps less ominous theories have also been proposed by inquisitive minds. Some speculate that the station might be involved in ionospheric research, studying the propagation of radio waves through the Earth's upper atmosphere. The consistent signal could provide a stable reference point for such scientific endeavors. Others have suggested it could be a numbers station, used to transmit coded messages to intelligence operatives in the field, similar to other known stations that broadcast strings of numbers or spoken phrases. The rare voice messages containing names and numbers certainly lend some credence to this particular line of thought. However, despite all the speculation, the truth remains stubbornly hidden from public view. Each theory has its proponents and its detractors, its supporting details and its inconsistencies. The Russian government has, unsurprisingly, never officially commented on the purpose of UVB-76, allowing the mystery to flourish. The lack of definitive information means that the signal continues to be a blank canvas upon which listeners project their own interpretations, from the mundane to the truly extraordinary. The buzzer keeps its secrets well, humming its tune regardless of our attempts to decipher its ultimate meaning. What truly elevates UVB-76 from a mere curiosity to an object of intense fascination are those sporadic voice transmissions. They pierce the monotony of the buzz, offering tantalizingly brief glimpses into a hidden world. These messages, spoken in Russian, are often highly formulaic, consisting of call signs, numbers, and phonetic alphabet words. For example, a typical message might sound something like UVB-76, UVB-76, 18008, BROMAL, 74279914, Boris, Roman, Olga, Mikhail, Anna, Larissa, 74279914. The meaning of these codes remains undeciphered by the public, adding fuel to the fire of speculation and intrigue. The eerie nature of these disembodied voices, speaking their cryptic codes across the airwaves, cannot be overstated. They sound distant, sometimes distorted, as if broadcast from a secret bunker or a forgotten outpost. There is an undeniable sense of urgency, or at least importance, to these communications. They are not casual conversations. They are structured, deliberate, and clearly intended for specific recipients who understand their meaning. For the casual listener, however, they are simply fragments of a puzzle, pieces of a narrative whose full scope remains tantalizingly out of reach, enhancing the station's ghostly reputation. An entire online community has sprung up around UVB-76, composed of dedicated radio enthusiasts, amateur sleuths, and the simply curious. These individuals meticulously log the signal's activity, record the voice messages, and attempt to decode their meaning. They share information, theories, and updates, collectively trying to unravel the station's purpose. This collaborative effort highlights the profound human desire to understand the unknown, to find patterns and meaning even in the most obscure phenomena. The buzzer has, in a way, created its own global team of investigators, all drawn in by its persistent, unexplained presence on the radio dial. Ultimately, UVB-76 continues to broadcast its steady rhythm, a constant in an ever-changing world. It is a sonic ghost, a relic perhaps of a bygone era, yet still very much active. Its purpose, whether mundane or extraordinary, remains one of the most captivating mysteries of the modern age. The hum persists, the voices occasionally speak their coded words, and the world listens, wondering. The buzzer is more than just a radio signal, it is a symbol of the unknown, a reminder that even in our highly connected and surveyed world, secrets can still endure, broadcast openly yet understood by so few, a true whisper in the static.